under criticism for the hurdles that immigrants face. Deutsche Welle correspondent Emily Schultheis joins us now from Berlin. Emily, g'day. So what kind of hurdles do immigrants face in Germany?
Sure. So German bureaucracy is a bit notorious on this front. There are questions about how long it takes to get an appointment, to even get your foot in the door, to start applying for a visa or a residence permit. It's confusing requirements. It's the fact that oftentimes people are being given a visa for 6 months or 1 year and then having to sort of continually renew them. And so essentially, if you are someone coming to Germany, particularly if you're just learning German, it's often very difficult and very stressful to navigate those kinds of requirements and makes it difficult for people to find a way to settle here.
Yeah, we've even heard about the reputation of German bureaucracy right over here in Australia on the other side of the world. So what factors contribute to the long visa and residency process for newcomers?
Well, some of it is that the authorities that deal with this, so here in Berlin, for example, the Foreigners Office, are pretty severely understaffed. And so you've got people who really are working around the clock, taking on caseloads that are a lot bigger than they can and should be handling. And so when you've got offices that don't have enough staff, they can't take people in for appointments, things like that. There's also the fact that Germany struggles sometimes with digitalizing its public offices and authorities. And so, there's also the fact that you are printing things out, things are being mailed rather than dealt with digitally. And so a lot of that helps slow the process down as well. And then you add to that the fact that right now, when we're looking at the refugee situation, people coming into the country, there is just a very high demand for these services right now.
Yeah, so where do things stand with Germany's proposed citizenship law, and what would that law do?
Sure. So this is when the current government came into office just under 2 years ago. They said that they wanted to modernize the citizenship policies here. So instead of 8 years living in the country before you'd be eligible, that number would be brought down to 5. And in some cases, if you speak fluent German or other things, it could even be as low as 3 years. And one of the other things that it would do would be to allow for dual citizenship. So you could keep your previous citizenship in addition to being German. And that law was approved by the cabinet earlier this year, but as of right now, it's still waiting for a debate in the Bundestag, the German parliament, and there's no set information as to when that might move forward. So as of right now, the law is still on hold, but it's something that is controversial, but a big priority of some of the parties in this government.
Okay, Emily Schultheis reporting there from Berlin.